I was actually a GM for Chick-fil-A. Worked my way through there. I actually moved from LA to Las Vegas. I opened up a restaurant there, and then that's where my roommate and I were living in Vegas. Had an apartment out there. Did that for almost 4 years.
You don't really have to learn the marketing aspect for Amazon. That's really one of the big benefits. With this business model, arbitrage, wholesale, the demand is already there. You don't have to go out and find or create the demand for those products. It's simply reading the data, see what's already working, and then hopping on those existing listings.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Jambe.
Welcome back to the Doughboys podcast. I'm your host, Logan, joined today by my lovely studly co-hosts, Formosa McGill and Just Cisco, hitting you with a little rebrand. Today we also have a special guest, Harrison from Northwest Prep. I actually got to fly out and meet Harrison and his team not too long ago. So it was super cool, and we're excited to.
Thanks for having me. Super excited about it, guys.
Awesome. If you want to kind of kick us off, just kind of tell everyone how your Amazon journey began.
Well, it's a crazy story. Started off with me and my roommate in Nevada. We decided to quit our jobs and pursue entrepreneurship. So started a year ago, almost a month from now, it'll be a year. Started as just doing online arbitrage. Didn't really mess around with retail arbitrage or anything like that, but started off doing Amazon, got a prep center. So about a year ago, and we've been selling strong ever since.
Nice. So you're starting a prep center?
Yeah, we're starting a prep center in Oregon. Started that last month. It was super sick having Logan come out, check it out. Really cool space out there. We got a few clients from a coaching group that we're part of. So it's going really well. We're super excited to kind of service for online arbitrage. We're doing FBM as well for clients. So
what? No way.
Going.
Nice. How's that been?
It's rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun, but FBM for our orders, we're doing a lot of retail arbitrage right now too. Mm-hmm. So it's a little rough, but it's a lot of fun. It's a grind.
Yeah. So when you and your roommate, you decided to quit your jobs, pursue entrepreneurship, what was it that stood out to you about reselling on Amazon FBA that made you be like, okay, this is the path
so when we started, it didn't necessarily start with Amazon, obviously. It kind of, when you are interested in, kind of pursuing entrepreneurship, you kind of start looking at, what are some opportunities? Where can I go? You hear about Shopify, you hear about drop shipping, you hear about social media marketing, all that kind of stuff. But for me, I wanted to see what not the easiest thing was, because Amazon, as you guys know, is definitely not easy. But I wanted to, I think, not have to worry about marketing. That was a skill set that I knew would be tough to really learn and have to invest a lot of money to learn that, lose a lot of money at first to really learn and get things going through that. So with Amazon, I knew I just had to kind of learn the Keepa analysis, learn how to, find a product that works. But as we all know, Amazon's a huge platform. It's going to sell. It's usually going to sell. You can look at data and see the speed, but these are products that are already selling. So kind of made that decision to jump into Amazon. And it was something that I was seeing on, TikTok a lot. So yeah, I guess that's
with the algorithm.
Got the algorithm got me. It was actually Warner, Fields of Profit. You guys know him, I'm sure.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out to Warner.
Yeah,
he's actually my coach. But yeah, saw his videos. I just was watching them all night. That's all I did. It was 12 hours a day, just consuming content. And then made the account with my roommate, and we just started buying. We actually wouldn't recommend doing this. We got credit cards, did an LLC from the start, and we just started maxing out credit cards.
Wow.
Wouldn't recommend it.
So you said that you and your roommates, did you guys set up as like one account together, or was it separate accounts, or how was
one account?
One account. What?
One account. We have a second account that we're actually starting to work on, but as of now, we're still relatively small. We're 6-figure sellers, but just one account.
Yeah, I like to, you're talking about you don't really have to learn the marketing aspect for Amazon. That's really one of the big benefits, is that with this business model, arbitrage, wholesale, the demand is already there. You don't have to go out and find or create the demand for those products. It's simply reading the data, see what's already working, and then hopping on those existing listings where, private label and a lot of businesses, like one of my other companies, for example, Alpha Candles, we kind of have to go and create the demand. Where with Amazon, the arbitrage and wholesale model, you're just matching what's already there. So, it definitely can help.
What did you do prior to Amazon?
I was actually a GM for Chick-fil-A. Um, Originally from Los Angeles. I
My
was kind of
pleasure.
working, yeah, working for Chick-fil-A, kind of got up through the ranks, and they're called directors, not GMs, but I was a GM basically and worked my way through there. I actually moved from LA to Las Vegas. I opened up a restaurant there, and then that's where my roommate and I were living in Vegas, had an apartment out there. But yeah, I was working for Chick-fil-A, did that for almost 4 years. I was at a company called The Habit before that for 3 years.
Oh, the Habit, the burgers, right?
Yeah, I was a manager for
Nice.
there. Actually, I ran a few of them. I was kind of doing a little bit of multi-unit, helping them out. But yeah, I was big in the restaurant space. My dad owned restaurants growing up too, so that was kind of like what I was going to decide on doing at first, kind of pursuing being an owner of my own restaurant. Ooh.
I want to take a quick moment to interrupt the podcast and talk about this video's sponsor, OA Alphas. OA Alphas offers high quality leads lists to help you grow and scale your online arbitrage business. Whenever I started getting into online arbitrage, leads lists were foundational for helping me understand the OA business and growing my business to its height. OA Alphas allows you to get profitable online arbitrage product leads every single day, Monday through Friday, in exchange for a set monthly fee. If you're looking to grow your online arbitrage business or gain back some of your time or learn more about OA, then I highly recommend you check out the link down below to visit oaalphas.com and start receiving those profitable leads every single day. Thank you, OA Alphas, for sponsoring this episode.
And do you think like some of that knowledge kind of translates to your Amazon business now?
100%. Um, yeah, having to read a P&L under like a lot of these Amazon sellers, I'm sure as you guys know, not only they don't always know their numbers, they don't always
Yep.
know if they're profitable, they don't understand cash flow, they don't understand, yeah, yeah, it's like
It's just
they
orange
don't know
bars, man.
leverage. I mean, all this, there's some big things that
Margin.
got to know. And I kind of just understood it. I was responsible for some pretty big restaurants, so that was thankfully something I understood, because if I didn't, I would have put myself in a bad spot.
Yeah, 100%. And I definitely can relate to that just because of my background as well. And then another thing that I found that a lot of people that do very well in the Amazon space are people that used to be like warehouse managers or that
Mhm.
like worked at like big box retailers in the warehouse and had to take care of all like the logistical works of everything, or even like admin assistants and stuff along those lines and like corporate jobs, just because Amazon for the most part, since there is no like marketing, no real like salesy things that you're doing, it's all like crunching numbers, being consistent with everything, and knowing all like the behind the scenes things for sure. And
Yeah.
then so okay, so did you how long did you work at like Chick-fil-A and Habit while doing Amazon, or was it like like you, it sounds like you just dove right in with all the credit cards and maxing them all out. So did you quit your job completely and then go into Amazon, or was there like a gray area period that you were doing both?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But I dove right in. I kind of, you guys know, I'm sure, and no one would be upset about this. Andrew Tate. I'm not sure if you guys know Andrew Tate, but watching him, there's a few other people you watch and you understand you learn about kind of diving in, just jump in. There's got to be risk. There's got to be, risk taking. And that was kind of, I had a little bit of a kick, I think, on that. And I just wanted to put myself in the mud, you know? So yeah, I quit. We formed the LLC in December of last year, so 1 year ago, and then sent in our first units in January. My last day at Chick-fil-A was 30th of January.
So the
So
30-day wait, it's
yeah, well, I already put my
wow.
notice in. Actually, I gave them like a 2 month notice. So I actually put my notice in before I even made the LLC.
So walk me through, did you have any sort of like savings, anything like just to
Yeah,
kind of hold you over? Okay, okay. So you had a little
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
a drip account. Okay, so you weren't completely just going in blind.
So I have savings. Now, I didn't think that I assumed that I would be making plenty of money 3, 4 months after with Amazon.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
I think I was assuming, oh, okay, like I'm gonna make, I'll make a 6 figure salary in a few months, like I'm good. Not the reality, and still not there quite
mm,
yet. But that at first, I was seeing other sellers. You see some sellers, become a 7 figure seller in 6 months. You see rare, but it happens. And I was like, oh, I'll do that. That'll be me. So I
oh, I
just
mean,
quit.
it's still gonna be
So
you, but yeah,
It's gonna be me soon. It's gonna be me.
yeah.
With the credit cards, is it just the risk of your account getting shut down and then you having a bunch of credit card debt, or is there something else that is why you're saying
So
you wouldn't
I
recommend it?
wouldn't I guess over leveraging is what I wouldn't recommend. Spending more on credit cards and not having the capital to pay it off in the 30 days that it would be due.
Another thing is, as an early seller, it's important, really important,
Totally.
not to do that in the early days because you don't know what you're doing. You're going to make mistakes, and it's better to do that. You don't want to lose money, but it's better to do that with a small amount of your own money than a massive amount of someone else's, and then not
Totally
be able
agree.
to pay it.
Totally agree. Would have changed some things if I had to go back. But
So I think a lot of our viewers actually have the aspiration to
mhm.
leave their 9 to 5, and I'm curious, since you were able to do that, what advice would you have to them before they do jump off and
I
take that
would
leap?
say save your money. Having a job while being an Amazon seller is a cheat code. If you have income as well as building your Amazon store, having some money coming in that you can put aside for your business, and then being able to put that in or have it ready for when your credit cards due if you are planning to use credit cards. But it doesn't take too much to get. It depends. Everyone's situation is different. Um, how much money they need to make to cover their bills, but leaving that 9 to 5, it is doable, and it's doable pretty quickly if you are able to be smart with the money that you're getting from your job and not paying yourself with Amazon and putting it aside to just kind of grow and invest it in inventory.
Yeah. Go ahead, Logan. You had a question.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. And then I think it would also be helpful to walk us through kind of the progression of your business. So, when someone does take that leap, or if you could just explain once you took that leap, what did your business operations look like? And then how did it kind of grow and scale over time into
Yeah.
what your operations look
So
like today?
January is when we really started. Probably spent $2,000 or $3,000 on inventory that first month. I then in February joined a Discord group, spent some money on some coaching, had a good group, good niche of guys that really helped us out. But did that, spent a few thousand. February, I went and spent 15,000 on inventory, all through credit cards, um, and did that. Next month, dialed it back a little bit, probably stayed around that 10,000 a month on it on spending. So we were doing probably about 20K a month in sales in the 4 or 5 month range, and then kind of got to a point where we're not able to scale it as quickly, but we're around the 35K a month mark right now.
Okay. And can you walk us through how you find those leads, how you're
Yeah.
purchasing, prepping? Are you doing it all yourself, or kind of give us,
Yeah, so we're
the
doing the
start and
online
finish
arbitrage
logistics?
model. So we are not going into retail stores, but we're looking through different companies like Rakuten, Capital One, what is it? Capital One Cashback Rewards, Top Cashback. We're looking for websites that have deals going on, and we're basically going onto there, sourcing their websites, finding profitable leads that way, manually sourcing. So we'll do it like that, and yeah, that's basically for sourcing. That's all we got. We don't utilize any virtual assistants right now. Neither do we have any virtual assistants. So, but yeah,
Do
just
you?
sourcing is the main thing, right?
Yeah.
No
We do
leads
have a
list.
leads list. Yeah, we do use the Alpha Leads list. Shout out to Logan for
A
that. Yeah, yeah. Link down below. There you
Link
go.
down below.
Yeah,
insert promo right now.
yeah. We did do the leads list. We actually joined 4 months into our story, and we're still on it. So yeah, we've been having that for a while. And it's been great. It's been great for us. It helps us, not have to source as much time if we have other projects that we're working on now. So when we're busy doing that, we hop on for the day. The leads are posted very early for us, so we're able to usually just get on, check out, see a few that we can buy, and we're kind of done for the day with sourcing if we need to be. So the leads list is good.
Yeah. Leads lists are a great tool, as you're looking to start and scale your OA business. I'm a leads list provider myself, and I still tell people that they're kind of a band aid solution. The best long term strategy is going to be, to build out your own VA team. But leads lists, in my opinion, are amazing for when you're starting out and
Totally.
looking to scale your OA
Yeah,
business.
100%. Or if you, for example, like right now, I know a lot of people that join a bunch of leads lists during Q4 and join a bunch of discords during Q4 specifically just for the boost, just because finding that one right item during this season could essentially make your Q4 for you. You're pushing a bunch of different products, which sometimes, depending on the year, It could just be that one item. It could be the Magic Mixie season.
Yeah, sometimes there's some real good
Good
products, and
times,
we
good
have
times.
one actually that we are replenishing every month from the leads list too. We've been replenishing that thing for 5 months.
Oh yeah,
It's great.
which one was it?
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, hey
Yeah,
now.
can you give us the
Drop
ASIN real
the.
quick? No, but that's a really important thing with leads list is being the person who goes back and replenishes because so many people they just buy those leads that come out
Mhm.
that day and then they forget about it. But you can make so much more money if you're the person that goes back and
Yeah, and like a
repurchases
big
those as
hack for
well.
people who do want to have a leads list in the beginning, after you do have it for a few months, like you said, going back to the previous months when you realize that maybe that site's having a deal again, right? So if I see like 4 months ago, there's some really good Mac cosmetic products, and then Mac's doing a fire sale. It's like, okay, I'm going to go back through the previous months as well, look through every single one. There's usually going to be something really good there.
And here's some a little bit of sauce for the viewers, right? You're talking about going to those sites and shopping those deals, whether it's Rakuten, whatever sales you have. You can actually put in some of those stores into ChatGPT. I don't know if you can do it on the free version, but you can actually do it on the paid one, and it will tell you their sales cycle. You just ask it what their sales cycle is. Typically, what is the lowest sale that they do for X, Y, and Z. For example, it will tell you that Nordstrom's biggest sale is their semi-annual sale, not their spring sale, not their end of the year sale. It's always their semi-annual sale that gives you the best discounts overall with them, and it'll tell you like a range of time that those sales cycles start. So just we'll clip that somewhere, and hopefully somebody
That's
uses
awesome.
it
I
for
didn't know
a
that.
good purpose. Yeah, absolutely. All right, go ahead. Go
So
ahead, Josh.
I was just gonna ask what the prepping side, because you have a prep center. So is you just doing the prep from your business in the prep center?
Are we doing our own prep? Yeah, we're
Yes.
now doing our own
No,
prep. We did have a prep center, but got to give
Okay.
ourselves a good discount for our own, right? But
And you have employees, or is that you and your college
it's my
roommate doing
college
that?
roommate, and then we also have
Okay.
another owner operator as well. So there's 3 of us in total right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the three
Gotcha.
of you are the other preppers currently.
it's myself and then the 2 other owners.
Oh wow, nice.
But
Yeah.
we're the preppers. We're everything right now. So
It's bootstrap. Love it.
yeah, and I like it.
Yeah, so you had to move out there to start up that prep center, right? So how did you identify that opportunity? How did you know this is a move that I
Yeah,
want to
so
make
like I
for my
said, I'm
business?
from LA, was in Nevada, went back to LA after, quit the job pursuing Amazon, went back to LA. And then my father lives in Washington, just north of Portland, right on the border. Um, and that's where I was like, okay, well, I don't really want to be in LA anyways, to be honest. And there's an opportunity with no sales tax, no sales tax state, 30 minutes away from my father's house. I'm going to take me and my 2 partners. We're going to come over to Oregon. We're going to start a prep center. I've got, a good group of guys from, Discord and everything like that. I know that they would love to send me products, love to send me their units. So that's kind of just where that started. I think I heard one thing from a couple guys. They said there is more money around Amazon than there is in it. Not to say there's not a lot of money in Amazon, but there's more money around it. People who go on to make something like a seller amp, or they go on to, start a massive 3PL, whatever it is. There's so much money around it, making podcasts and all that good stuff. So that was kind of just my way to go into the, working for Amazon sellers as well as being an Amazon seller.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's probably, I think also there's going to be a lot less risk sometimes if you're working around Amazon versus within Amazon. But I think obviously at least most prep center owners that I know are still doing Amazon, but they've kind of diversified. I know Logan, you were doing both when you had your prep center, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
absolutely.
always going to do Amazon for sure until I can't anymore, and which hopefully that's never. But I'm always going to do Amazon as well.
Well, I think now would be a good time to kind of talk about your prep center in case anyone's looking for one who can break down what logistics, pricing, and all that
Yeah,
looks like.
no, totally appreciate it. Yeah, so we're like I said before, we're in Portland, Oregon. So we do that. We do fulfill by merchant as well. So we'll do FBM for you guys. We really wanted to take advantage of that for Q4 for the clients, since got Black Friday sales going on and everything. Got to turn around the cash quick. As far as pricing goes, I think we're starting at like $1.40 a unit, so pretty cheap. We don't do any inbound charges. We don't charge for poly bags, stuff like that. It's really just the fee. We wanted to make sure it was easy for the clients to, when they're plugging it into their seller amp, let's say, they know it's really going to be about that price per unit instead of getting hit with a lot of hidden fees. So we just have that and some box charges, and that's really it. There's three of us. We're a small prep center. We're pretty intimate with our clients, so we're getting out products pretty quickly. So we're gonna keep it that way for a while.
When you say intimate with your clients, what exactly
what
do
do
you
you
mean?
mean? It's an interesting
we're
verbiage
intimate
there.
over at Northwest Prep. Now we're gonna stay smaller. We don't want to go crazy and try and scale to a massive size. We want to give intimate customer service for our clients. We have a Discord, and we've got our phone available as well for the clients in case they want to call us or text us, and pretty much just want to give them good service.
So Harrison, there's this section of the podcast that we do that's called the Spitfire questions, where we just ask you random, questions that sometimes are, relevant or sometimes aren't relevant. Just kind of depends on the mood.
right.
And you have to answer the questions within a second, just your instinctual answer. Okay.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
All right. What's more important, a prep center or a VA?
Prep center.
What's the first app you open up every morning?
Seller Central.
What's a better city? Los Angeles or Nevada? I guess that's not a city. Las Vegas.
Los Angeles.
Okay. Favorite color?
Blue.
Who's your hero?
My dad.
And who is your favorite social media influencer?
I don't think I have one.
It's okay. You don't have to name the Doughboys, but your second favorite.
Oh, you're funny. Let's do I don't think I have one. I don't really go on social media.
Oh, I swear you're gonna say Andrew Tate.
I might say Andrew Tate. We'll call Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that too.
That was the lead.
Andrew Tate.
All right, so we're all on the same page. We were all waiting for
go.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's
There you
Doughboys
go.
then Andrew.
You guys
Yeah,
got it. Down on the
obviously,
nose.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks. And then maybe Fields of Profit right in the bottom.
He's in there somewhere.
Well,
Cool.
Harrison, we appreciate you coming on, taking the time to join us. I know you are super busy. Obviously, it's Q4, and as you mentioned, you guys just opened up the prep center. But thank you so much for taking the time to join us here.
Thank you. And we'll link the prep center.
Thanks for having me, guys.
down below.
Appreciate it.
Peace,
Thanks,
peace.
Harrison.